Cyote Peterson, and I'm about to take on the Bullet Ant Challenge. Are you ready?
Do it.
One.
Sure. I am. Which is. What?
2. Oh my gosh, this is it. 3.
Stuck in my arm! Stuck in my arm! Oh, the stinger stuck in my arm! Look at that! Oh, okay, it's off, it's off, it's off! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my god, it is really bad! It is like, oh, it's hot! Oh, I can feel the venom already! Right in my forearm! Ah! Oh, it is! It's number 1! Ah! Coyote?
Yeah.
How you feeling, buddy?
Sweaty and out of it, actually. We are about 2.5 hours in at this point, and I'll tell you what, one of the toughest aspects was hiking 45 minutes back out of the rainforest. I just keep sweating profusely. My arm currently is very sore. It's red, it is swollen. Check this out. That right there is the mark where the stinger went in. It's like this permanent welt that just isn't going away. And you'll notice all of the blotchiness around the sting zone. Very, very similar to the velvet ant. Now, when I was stung by the tarantula hawk, my arm just swelled up like it was full of water, almost like a water balloon. This is different. Not as much swelling, but very, very tender. All I have to do is touch the skin around the sting zone, and it feels like a bunch of little tiny needles going in and out. And I'm having this after effect where every 10 to 15 minutes, it feels as if I'm being stung again. And then you have these waves of pain that are throbbing. It's like, oh. There's a lot of venom in my arm right now, and we know that because I probably took, I'd say 2 to 3 times the amount of venom because the stinger actually got stuck in my arm. How crazy was that shot? Can you believe that we got that?
Definitely was not an average sting.
No, if you're just stung by a bullet ant out there walking, one just whack tags you, and then you do everything you can to get it off, you're not getting, as much venom as would go in if the stinger was actually stuck. So, it's definitely fair to say that I've taken more venom than the average sting would yield, but that's good because it's giving us the full opportunity to see the effects of this venom on my system. Now, I know a lot of you at this point are thinking, okay, Coyote, we're so glad that you're okay. I know everybody's worried every time I take one of these stings, and as we always show you, we have an epinephrine pen with us just in case I go into anaphylactic shock. Now, the other thing that we often have that we haven't shared with you guys before is this. That's a satellite phone. All you need to do is press a single button on this and a life flight helicopter will come pick us up anywhere in the world. So don't worry, if anything tragic happens, we're going to get me out of danger as quickly as possible. Now, whenever we do one of these bite and sting episodes, I like to show you guys the basic first aid that you could have right in your medicine cabinet or that you would get from the pharmacy. But today we're going to do something just a little bit different.
Are you gonna pee in a bottle again?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Does urine work on a bullet ant sting? No, sorry guys, sorry Mario, no pee for this aftermath video.
Mario's disappointed. That's fine with me, man.
But what we do have is a product called Sting Kill. Now, this is a company that has been around for a long time, and it's a basic remedy for any insect bite or sting. Now, this one here is an actual sting wipe. It's got benzocaine and menthol. The menthol is going to be fantastic because that's a cooling agent, and my arm is on fire right now. Don't believe me? Mark, go ahead and touch the skin there on my forearm and tell everybody, is that warm to the touch?
That is really hot. You can't even tell from like the side of your arm to right in the thing.
So, what I'm going to do is open this up and let's see if the sting wipe helps to cool off my arm. This is nice. These are perfect. This could fit right in any hiking backpack. And this is for any basic bite or sting. Could be a honeybee, could be a hornet. In this case, it is going to be a bullet ant. Ooh, that's strong. Yeah, look at that. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna apply it to the skin. That's pretty nice. That is cooling, and I can actually feel it slightly numbing the surface of my skin. There's definitely a cooling factor going on here. I can still feel burning deep within my arm, but the actual, the surface level of my skin feels cool. Yeah, that's actually really nice. Wow, okay. Now, the other product that I have with us is that guy. Here we go. Oh, this looks like a magic remedy right there. Check that out. Is that bullet ant kryptonite? We're about to find out. Maximum strength sting kill. Now, to use this, what you want to do is just crack the glass tube. This is how they. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. You see that? All right, look at that. Yeah, you can see it seeping right down into the tip there. Here we go. First drop. I'm going to just gently apply that to the sting zone. Ooh, cool. Kind of looks like mutagen from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Wow! It is numb.
Is sting kill the real deal?
Sting kill may have just taken away the pain from the bullet ant. Wow, that did. I can't believe that. That actually just worked.
Really?
It really did. I won't lie. I was expecting it to be like, oh, okay, kind of works. My arm is completely numb right there. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Just a minute ago, you couldn't even touch the skin. When you just touched my arm, it felt like sharp little needles. Nothing. No, totally numb. That is unbelievable. I'll tell you this much. We will definitely be using sting wipes and the maximum sting kill in our first aid kits at all locations moving forward. I'm Cyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next location. Ready? Let's go. Yeah. Ladies first. Woo.
Assemble.
Okay, wow. It feels great out here tonight. I'm Cyote Peterson. This is Pup Peterson.
Hi, guys.
We got Chance back here behind the light. And of course, Mark is there right behind the camera capturing all the action.
I'm waving at you guys.
He is waving. Okay, right now we are on location in Tucson, Arizona, filming episodes of Breaking Trail. It is nighttime, and what does the Brave Wilderness team do when we're not filming episodes? We go out to look for more animals because we just can't help ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Now, you're excited to get out into the desert tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Now, everyone in the Coyote Pack has been asking for longer episodes, so what we're going to do tonight is spend 1 hour out in the field seeing how many creatures we can come across between right now, 11 o'clock, and midnight. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This kid is hyper right now. Now, you need to carry a couple things. What I have here is a flashlight. That's a normal flashlight to look for things like snakes or tarantulas. And then, of course, we have a black light, which glows and luminesces what species?
Scorpions.
Scorpions. That's right. Hold on to this.
Also, it's purple.
It is purple, which is pretty cool. I also always carry a snake stick just in case we come across
A diamondback rattlesnake.
How much candy did you eat
Yeah,
tonight?
how much candy
I
did you
ate
eat?
212,000. Ooh.
This is how you keep an 8-year-old up until midnight. You give him candy. It sounds like you're ready to go. If we find any rattlesnakes, leave catching the snakes up to me. But at this point, I think we're ready to head out in the desert. You guys ready?
Let's go.
All right. This is going to be awesome. 1 hour to find as many creatures as we can.
Whoa! What the heck is that?
Giant desert centipede.
Where? Holy mackerel. Oh my gosh, it really is. That is insane. Okay. That happened really quickly. Whoa.
I
Get
saw-
light.
Got it.
That,
Whoa.
whoa. No. Careful.
Sorry.
Careful, Pop. Okay. Here we
That's
go.
the real deal. Wow, I cannot believe you saw that.
What,
And there's a
me?
tarantula right behind you.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna get both in the shot.
Okay, hold on. Oh, going right towards my hand.
No.
As we know, if
This
there's
is
one
your
thing,
favorite animal.
if there's one thing I'm afraid of, it is giant desert centipedes. I'm gonna try to get this thing under control
I
here.
don't want him to go by my foot.
Hold on.
He won't, right? Okay, good.
Right outside our house, folks.
Cool.
That's for real.
Now, a bite from this is unbelievably painful, and we want to avoid that at all costs. Ow. Those back legs are gripping onto me as well, and it feels like little pinchers. Holy cow. Whoa, okay. Heart rate going already. Go ahead, pup. You can get in here a little bit closer. I got it under control now.
cannot believe, guys. I don't think anybody's gonna believe.
I don't think anybody's gonna believe that. You guys are gonna think that we put that centipede there. Great spotting.
I just saw it without any light. I'm like, oh my god, is that moving? Is it a lizard?
Nope, that is a giant desert centipede. Not quite as big as the one that we featured in an episode last year. But wow, that shows you how biodiverse this ecosystem is here in the Warren Desert. Walked right out the front gate and came across the first animal of the night. The one that gives me nightmares, that's for sure.
Not me. I think they're awesome.
Do you want to pet its back?
Yeah.
Okay, just on the scales there of its back. There you go.
Oh, it feels so scaly.
Isn't that crazy? It is so incredibly powerful,
Oh, it feels like
too.
some fish.
Yeah, like a fish? Yeah, a little bit, huh? Wow. Oh, those little feet are just digging into me. Mark, you want to pet it?
Don't worry. It just kind of doesn't feel like
Pretty
anything.
crazy feeling, huh?
How are the legs? They hurt?
Yeah.
Can I get picked by one?
Kind of spiky.
Well, what's interesting about the legs, you see how they're digging into my hand like that? That's actually a defense for potential predators. So if something comes in and tries to grab that end, you see that? This end looks like the centipede's head, right? So oftentimes predators will catch something from the head so they can kill it quickly. Unfortunately, in this instance, if you get the rump end, you're not actually getting the head, and it can rear around and bite you with those massive fangs. All right, we're gonna let this guy go and take a look at the tarantula that's right behind us. Okay, well, the centipede has safely moved off in that direction, and now we're gonna turn our attention to the wall right there. And most people may see what this is, a giant spider on the side of your house, and be absolutely terrified. But for us, we're pretty excited about it because this is the second animal we found, and we are just outside of the gate. I imagine you guys want me to pick this tarantula up, right?
Yeah, bring it close to the camera.
Right. There we go. That's a good tarantula.
Bring that over here.
All right.
Give us a look.
Now, most people are terrified of spiders. I, for one, am not. Centipedes, very scary. Tarantulas, not so much. Pup, you want to hold it?
I do.
Well, let it walk onto your hand.
Oh.
'Cause now it's going on my back.
Under your backpack.
Under my backpack.
That's not great.
This is actually really bad. Okay. I'm going to
Be careful.
Is it under the backpack?
Yeah, it is. Do you want me to like scare it out of there?
Is it scare out a bowl?
Yeah. Let me do this.
Okay.
There we go. It's off. Okay.
Get him up my shoulder.
Yeah, now
Okay.
it's just going up here.
Oh.
On your face.
Okay, what we want to
Going
do
up on your hat. He's on your hat.
is on my hat. Is he on my hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
walking on
pup,
top of
if
your
you
hat.
put your hand out in front of the tarantula, it should walk onto your hand real gently.
Hang on. Let me see. I can't see what's going on here.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, you
feels
have it.
so weird.
Got it? Okay. Get down low. There you go. Good handle, good
It's
handle.
so weird.
What does it feel
I like it though. It feels like little tiny crawly legs.
That's right. Pretty cool, huh?
But I think it feels pretty nice and comfortable.
Now, are you afraid of tarantulas?
No, I'm not even afraid of spiders.
That's good. Now, a tarantula never wants to bite you, and the only reason it would actually inflict a bite is if you were
sorry.
to apply pressure to the top half of its body. And you're handling that absolutely perfectly right now. Just let it walk from hand to hand. There you go. Or let it stay calm. Just hold it real still right there. He seems very comfortable on your hand there.
Look at that. How old are you?
I am 8 years old.
8 years old and not afraid of tarantulas.
Not even spiders, actually. I think spiders are pretty cool.
It has been less than 5 minutes, and already we've caught a giant desert centipede and a tarantula. There you go.
Bye, Desert Harry. We'll see you again.
Enjoy your night. All right, high fives. Way to be super brave. Oh, both of us have been brave tonight. Not only with spiders, but also with giant desert centipedes. Are you guys ready to go find some reptiles?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We haven't even left the house. The gate's right
we're
there.
just right outside the gate. All right, let's head down to the wash and see what we can find.
All right.
Woo! I'm excited.
Man, what a great start to the night. Okay, you with me, pup?
Yeah.
We are now getting down to the edge of the wash. Mark, Chance, go ahead, come down here. Let's regroup. Watch out for those ants. Okay, so at this point, we have made it down to the wash, and this is like an animal super highway. This is great for us because we're not going to run into any cacti when we're out there, right? No
Yeah.
spikes in the legs,
Yep.
and it will allow us to easily see animals. Oh, check this out.
Whoa.
All right, come on this side. Come around.
Holy
Come around the back.
ants.
Come around the back. Well, if you were a horned lizard, this would be the right spot to be. I'm not sure what species this is, but wow, they've got quite the mound going. They are not harvester ants, which is good news for me, but I don't think any of us want to be bitten or stung tonight by ants. You don't, right?
No.
Of course
but
not.
Why don't you?
Why don't I?
Yeah.
Should I put my hand in there and see what happens?
If they don't bite you, who cares then? We know they're not a species that don't bite or sting.
Listen to this kid. Yeah, we probably should try it out, right? I'm sure everybody out there in the coyote pack's thinking, come on, coyote.
They're like, say it, guys.
I'm not going to stop you.
Do it, do it. All right, let's see what happens.
Do it, dude. Keep it in there for a second. Anything?
So far, nothing. No, nothing's happening. All right, get off me, guys. Get off. Well, looks like this is not turning into a bite and sting episode, which is good, because we didn't intend for it to be one, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep moving. Ants are cool, but nothing's cooler than rattlesnakes. Sulpugid.
What do you have?
Sulpugid.
Nice.
Don't move. It's a little one. I'm just going to cup it with my hand. Look at that.
Whoa.
Look at his chubby little abdomen.
Worker.
That is one beefy little sulpugid. Oh, look at that defensive pose. You see that?
Oh, let me get focus.
Whoa.
All right, yeah.
All right, look at that defensive pose. Pup, kind of put your finger down towards the mouth of the sulpugid. Don't worry, it's not going to bite you. As we know. Go ahead. It's it. There you go. I just wanted to do its defensive pose. Here you go. There you go. Perfect. Look at that. You see that? As we know, the sulpugid is all bark and no bite.
His name is Porcupine. Their face kind of looks like a spider.
It does. It's like a mix between a spider and a scorpion, but it is in fact a sulpugid, non-venomous, and in a way, they're kind of cute.
I know they are.
Look at his little chubby butt. Look at that. How could you? Abdomen. You're right. Thank you. His little chubby abdomen. That's a pretty good shot right there. All right, let's let him back off into the desert and hopefully come across some reptiles. It's all arachnids tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Bye, Pork Chop Charlie. Have a great day.
Here he goes. See, bud. All right.
Bye, Pork Chop. Ooh, don't forget your snake stick.
Oh, Pop, thank you. I keep doing that.
Right
All
there.
right, guys, well, there's a whole lot of dark desert out there in front of us, and the potential to find reptiles is in our future. Let's do
We're
this.
not here.
Nothing scares me about the desert.
Available now from PlayStation Store.
What are you looking for, Coyote? I'm looking for any sign of a rattlesnake.
What's the side of a rattlesnake?
A snake right in the middle of the wash. And what's interesting about rattlesnakes is that this time of night they will travel right along the side of the wash looking for rodents. So we don't even have to wander off the edges into the cactus and the underbrush. We should be able to find one right here in the middle.
Don't walk in that.
Nope, that's another ant mound. Hey, come here, come here.
What do you got?
Come here, tell me if you see it.
What are we looking at?
You see it, Pop?
I do.
Martin, come around this side of Pup. Look just up underneath the brush. Probably pretty hard to see with my normal flashlight. Let's kill the lights.
I don't see anything.
Kill the main light.
Oh.
Look at that. Can you see it now?
I see a big old scorpion.
Oh, go ahead and crouch down. Oh, there it's
there
coming out that side. That is a giant desert hairy scorpion right there. All right, I'm gonna try to grab him. Ready?
Yep.
Ah! Woo!
Turn that light on.
And that does require some nerves. If you do not get the scorpion right on that last knuckle, you are going to get stung. And what's so dangerous about that, and despite the fact that it's a giant desert hairy scorpion, the venom is no more potent than a bee, but it rears its claws up and then it pinches onto your finger. And every single time, it always gets me, and I want to drop the scorpion, but if I do, then you get stung. Okay, Pup, it's safe to come on in here. Got it under control. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let the scorpion sit up on my hand like that so we can get a good shot of it. I have a good firm hold on the stinger. How cool is that?
It's so cool.
Giant desert hairy scorpion. Now this is never an arachnid I would want you to try to catch. And anyone out there who's watching, this is a venomous animal. Do not try to catch a scorpion if you see it. What is one thing that we know about scorpions? They fluoresce underneath UV light. light. That's how we were able to spot it.
Let's take a look at that one more time. Pup,
Oh, yeah.
grab the black light.
Grab the black light,
Okay.
turn it on.
All right, the black light is on. Let's kill the main light. Whoa.
Pretty cool, huh? Now here's a cool little trick. If you want to find out if there are scorpions on or around your house, just go outside at night with a black light and they will glow just like this. I don't know if that's something you necessarily want to find out. Sometimes it's better to not know than to actually see them all over the side of the house, but it's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
All right, say we let this guy go?
Yeah.
All right, one more arachnid for the books. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, whoa.
Come on. Well, Pup, so far you were doing a phenomenal job
Thank you.
helping me wrangle all of these animals.
Our
But
tally,
no-
I think it's at 6 animals.
Is that what it is? Let's see. Giant desert centipede, tarantula, black widow, ants, soul pugid, scorpion.
6. What time is it?
11:35.
All right, we got 25 minutes to go.
25 minutes to go. We're doing pretty good at the moment.
Yay.
All right, rolling.
Oh, wow. Okay. Come on out. Come slow. No, not venomous.
All right, let's go check it out.
I got it.
You gonna bring it to the wash?
I'm going to come in and bring it in the wash. Wow. Hold on. We get under control. It's going to be frisky now.
Very pretty.
Very, very beautiful snake. This is really cool.
All right, we've never caught one of these out here.
What's the cactus, dude?
Back up, back up. Everybody away from the cactus. This is awesome.
Here,
Can I
come
hold
over
it?
here.
Wow. Yep, you can hold this snake, actually.
Actually.
Okay, come on over here. Wow, look at that, Pup. That is a long-nosed snake, one of the safest species out here, and actually a species that I'm comfortable with you holding. You want to hold it?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Here you go. Careful, careful. Got it. There you go. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're not afraid of snakes either? Not afraid of spiders? Not afraid of snakes?
No. I'm like,
You're earning your nickname, huh, Pup?
yeah.
Look at how beautiful it is. Now, what does it feel like?
It feels like rubber.
It does, doesn't it? You feel, and look at how shiny and smooth this snake is. Now, these snakes look like king snakes, and they're really easy to misidentify. But what they're out here eating are lizards and little rodents. We know the king snakes eat rattlesnakes and other snake species. If it was a rattlesnake, you know you couldn't hold it. But long-nosed snake, totally safe to handle. No matter what, when you're out there in the desert, especially in an area with venomous snakes, always make sure you identify the snake first before you attempt to handle it. Now, this species, totally safe. King snake, totally safe. Rattlesnakes, not so much. Well, let's keep heading up the wash, and maybe we'll come across a rattler. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
What do you think that was in front of you? Oh. Yeah, that's what happens.
Oh, I heard something. Something in these grasses right here. Probably kangaroo rat, but let me take a look first.
I saw it.
Got it. Nice spotting, Pup. Finally, a little reptile. Look at that.
You had some thorns in the back, so it's
Yeah, I know. I can feel that. Yeah. Look at that. Here you go. You hold on to that. That was your spotting. I dive under that cactus to catch it. Ouch. So tell everybody at home what that is.
This is a western banded gecko.
And this is another completely safe reptile species to capture out here in the desert. This is actually one of my favorite reptiles. Let me
Because
see.
you can see through them.
To catch at night. That's right. Look at this. Oh, come here, little guy. Look at the belly. It's semi-translucent, and you can see all little organs working inside there. Can you see that on your camera?
Yeah.
Can I see?
Isn't that cool? He likes a little belly rub. Give him a belly rub.
Belly rub.
How cute is that little lizard? Now, it is a very delicate lizard species. You never want to try to catch this one by its tail because they will detach their tails, and the tail is where they store all of their fat reserves. There you go. You hold on to it.
Coyote, so is this guy, is he nocturnal?
It is nocturnal. You see how soft and delicate the skin is? If it's
Yeah.
out during the middle of the day, the heat from the desert will actually cook this little animal. So yes, you notice how it's so much cooler out tonight?
Yeah.
Definitely a nocturnal species. Okay, well, Pup, since I caught him, but you spotted him, why don't you do the honors of giving this little lizard a name?
His name shall be Tiger, mixed with a cheetah and a tiger.
I like it. Sounds perfect. All right, let him go right back over here.
Okay. Bye, Tiger. Hopefully we'll see you someday.
We found something. Like we're walking, and literally I said, "What is that?" And right there in front of us is a spadefoot toad. All right, pup, you got this catch? Real gentle. Good job.
Hi.
Excellent work. Hold it just like you would a normal toad.
And a frog.
All right, bring it towards the camera.
Hello.
Down there. Look at that.
What?
Look at those buggy eyes. Now, spadefoot toads spend a great deal of their year buried underground. And I bet you today, because we had that monsoon rain push through, this guy dug himself up from underneath the sand.
Wow.
Can I see?
Yeah.
Wow. That is one buggy-looking little toad. Wow.
Wow, look how he does that bubble.
That is pretty crazy, isn't it?
He is really cute.
Well, our first amphibian of the night. How awesome is that?
Yeah.
You want to let him go?
Yeah. You know what?
Hopper go.
You know what? You named him. His name's Hopper.
Name is Hopper. There you go. Let him go right back onto the ground there.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Hopper.
Okay, well, we were about to call it a night. We were getting just back to the house. Pup, you back there? All right, you're behind the cameras. We've got a western diamondback rattlesnake right here. I'm going to move up slow. Oh, and look at this scorpion coming down right here next to us, too. The snake just scared this giant desert hairy scorpion right into the scene. Things are out everywhere tonight. All right, I'm going to slowly bring the snake down here under the wash so we can get an up-close shot. All right, pup, stay safe distance back. As we know, this is a western diamondback, and it is venomous. But how cool is that? Topping off our night with one of the most dangerous snakes that's out here in the Sonoran Desert. You stay. And all he wants to do right now is get back off up into the desert to hunt for rats. There we go. That's exactly what we want. Stay calm. And I guarantee you, because the monsoons just moved through, everything is moving through the wash at the moment. That makes 10 animals tonight in just a little over an hour. How awesome is that? Oh, there it is! What?
Totally got that.
Isn't that crazy looking?
So gnarly.
It did not bite me, but boy, did it make me jump.
Does the worm feeling different when it does that?
Yeah, I can feel its body like tense up.
There it goes
Whoa,
again.
there it is! Ugh.
What's it doing?
It's puking all over me. Gross.
Oh, it stinks.
Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, man, gross. Most areas around the world, when the ocean tides recede, they reveal a hidden coastline that is made up of shallow intertidal pools, many of which are filled with colorful plants and bizarre-looking marine creatures. However, when the tide pulls back from the inlets and estuaries around Harpswell, Maine, you are often left with an endless expanse of mudflats. These exposed layers are formed when mud is deposited by the tide, and while they may look like a barren wasteland, they usually support a large population of wildlife. Today, the Brave Wilderness team will be joined in the field by Anthony, who is a professional licensed bloodworm digger. For nearly 40 years, he has been raking the mud flats of Maine, and on a good day, he can haul in around 1,000 worms. All right, guys, so we have multiple cameras going today, and as you can see, it is still raining. Not too bad right now, but it's going to be a slightly gritty episode, which is perfect because today we're looking for bloodworms. It's going to be muddy, it's going to be grimy, and if we're lucky, we're going to find some of these worms that are then probably going to end up biting me. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Okay, well, we're going to leave the big cameras behind, and what we have here, check this out. This is a bloodworm digging rake, and as I understand it, you kind of slam that into the dirt and mud, pull it back.
Well, yep, pull it back, flip it over. They say it's all on the wrist.
All on the wrist.
Yep.
Okay, now you're coming, right? You're not just going to stand underneath the edge of the car?
I mean, I could stay back here.
No. I can see that you've got your water shoes on. We're all getting muddy today.
We're all getting in it.
All right, guys ready? Let's do it. All right,
Ready.
let's go.
Yep.
Digging in mud flats is truly a dirty job. And believe it or not, bloodworming is a huge part of Maine's fishing economy, as these marine worms are sold as bait. So whether you are catching the prized bloodworm or the slightly bigger sandworm, a heavy haul can equate to a pretty nice paycheck. However, the good news for any and all worms we catch today is that they will be released back into the wild. Now it's just a matter of getting into the mud so we can start digging. Well, you just let us know what you think the best spot is to start digging.
See, no one knows.
No one knows.
No one knows.
This is tough. It's like you're walking on another planet. It's crazy looking out here. It's all kind of glassy looking. And this is every day for you, huh?
Every day. Yep.
How you doing, Mario?
I don't know. It's a little intimidating. I feel like I'm gonna just like sink in.
This is cool. I've never walked through anything like this before. Oh, I fell. Oh my gosh. I thought you used to this stuff being from the Everglades.
We don't have this in the Everglades.
You want to wash your hand, bud?
Yeah,
Just wash your hand with that water. Just push it around. There you go.
there we go.
There you go. A little better?
All right, that's a little better.
Yeah, I have to keep.
Yeah, you need dry hands?
That's
No,
all
I'm
right, buddy.
serious. I'm serious. No, I'm serious, but I go through this all the time.
You're good.
Okay, so guys, check this out. Hey, Anthony, I see there's like a bit of a waterway going through here.
Yeah.
What sort of area are we looking for to start digging? What? I mean, look at this.
It's smooth mud.
Is that worm? Are these worm trails?
Nope, that looks like,
Oh, this.
yeah, it's,
That's a snail? That's a snail.
That's a snail.
yeah.
Okay, so not worm trails. Well, I think this little area here looks like a good place to maybe start.
Sure.
Why don't you show me exactly what the method is for digging?
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, wow, it just peeled back like that.
Sure.
Oh, there's a little worm.
No,
Where's that stick?
no.
Oh, it's heavy.
See how this goes?
Wow, it just peeled
See
back.
how it goes? And
It's
one
like
digger
cake.
goes like this.
Oh, ooh, ooh. I thought I saw one. Oh, what's that? Is that a tapeworm? Or is
That's
that...
a tapeworm.
That's a tapeworm.
Yeah, but they go.
That's not
Oh my
That's
goodness.
not what we're looking for.
That's a tapeworm.
That's a tapeworm. Don't get that in your stomach. All right, we're gonna toss him back there in the mud.
So,
Gross.
we stuck to me.
This is like throwing 5-pound weights. Every lump of mud is about 5 pounds. That's 5 pounds right there. And Anthony is just throwing globs of mud effortlessly. Let me tell you who you don't want to get in an arm wrestling competition with. Anthony. He's got Popeye forearms. It's crazy. It's tough because you step and you sink. You try to move fast enough so that your feet don't sink. See, like that?
You alright?
Winded, man. That's tough. That's a lot tougher than you guys could possibly imagine. The mud is extremely heavy. And as it pulls your legs down into it, you're trying to balance with your feet. My toes actually hurt from trying to keep myself webbed on top of the mud surface as you sink down. There's nowhere to rest. It's not like I could just lay down in this mud. Well, I could, but then the environment would swallow me alive. I'm sweating bullets right now. Okay, let's follow Anthony. We can't keep up with him. Come on, Carl, right here. Oh, what's that? Oh! Something big! Get it!
Not a bloodworm.
Is that a sandworm? Whoa, look at that! That's a beaster right there. But I don't know if it's a bloodworm. I don't see its head coming out. Ooh, I'm putting it in the bucket either way. You got a big one?
We're on him.
We found the sweet spot. It's the honey hole.
Let me see.
Yeah, look at that.
That's what I've been doing
Yeah!
every day. Yeah.
There you go. Let me see.
Yeah, that's
Whoa! That's crazy.
That's what I dig every day, worms like that.
Woo!
Yeah.
Look at its proboscis coming out. Whoa!
Big, yeah.
Alien, isn't it? You can see Anthony's excited. That means this is a good worm right here.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Woo!
Got 4
right.
fangs.
All right, we are getting closer to the honey hole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this beast in the bucket.
Show Anthony what we found.
Oh, that's a sandworm.
That's a sandworm?
That's a sandworm. They bite too.
Wow. Okay. Well, at least we found a big one.
Woo. Hey, I'm biting you.
Blood worming on the coast, Maine. Blood. Oh, there's another one. bloodworm and song. Brought him up in the mud. Woo! A little muddy, but it finally paid off. I have slung probably 150 pounds of mud, and I finally, whoa, don't drop me, finally found my first keepable bloodworm. All right, let me put it into the bucket. Nice.
We got
Okay.
it.
We
Right.
got bloodworms, we have a sandworm. At this point, I say we head back to a controlled situation and get these worms up close for the cameras. Woo! This was awesome. Oh man, I'm stuck in the mud.
Nice.
All right, guys, so we're back at base camp, and what I have here are two buckets. One that is filled with worms, and another that just has some salt water. What I'm gonna have to do is dig through all this gloppy mud that's filled with bloodworms, rinse them off, and then place them into this clear container so that we can actually see them. You see, look in there. Oh, there's the big, oh, there's one of our big worms there. Okay.
Is this salt water right here?
Yes, this is saltwater. This is a marine species of worm, which means that they live in saltwater. If I were to actually put these worms in fresh water, it would kill them. So we do need to be rather gentle with them. Oh, there's a big one right there. Oh, that is, oh, that's one of the big, look at this. That's one of the big ones right there.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, that could give you a good bite. All right, get in there, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna move this bucket off of here. Get rid of the water bucket. And now we're gonna get up close with these worms. Now, we do have a pretty decent size ragworm here. Anthony also called these sandworms. See that?
Nothing crazy looking.
Right? Look at the iridescence to its skin. And you can see, if you zoom in there, all these little legs on the side, those are called parapodia. And that actually helps these marine worms not only swim, but also burrow. And this also will get extremely long. But that's about its most shrunken up state right there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back into the mud bucket. Crazy.
Ooh, what do we have next?
Man, the moment we've been waiting for, the bloodworm, which is exactly what we were going out after today. I wasn't even aware that we would find other marine worm species, and we got a whole container full of them. Now, I'm gonna just dump the whole thing into my hand.
Okay.
Ready? Just so we can see what that looks like.
What?
Oh. They really